What is going on, YouTube? This is Death Penguin here. I have another Let's Play episode for you. This is going to be a little bit of a different one. In this one, we're going to be kind of doing more of a tips and trick kind of situation. I'm going to be showing you a bunch of useful tips to get... sorry, adjust myself. My foot was falling asleep. I'll show you a lot of helpful tricks, basically, to show you how to get Codsworth like points up. To get him to like you more, as well as getting all of his like points so that you can maximize your affinity with him. So first, I don't remember if I convinced Mama Murphy yet to stop using chems, but we're going to go back to Sanctuary just in case, because now that I have him with me, I'm going to try to find her, and I'm going to see if that if it's already done. If it's already done, we'll just move on.
Hey, Carla.
Need to pick something up?
I'll talk to her first, because I would like to see if she's got any more junk on her. Aluminum is super good. Okay, so it looks like I did already. What I usually do in Sanctuary is I will pull up VATs, because VATs will find people. They're like, there she is. She's in that building over there. You'll know if you haven't done it if you hear her talking about the site when you walk past her. So I have not yet done the quest, because this is why she's talking to me in like a full conversation.
But the distant past ain't so distant for you. The site can help you, kid. It always...
No. You're an addict. You need help.
Oh, not this again. Kid, listen to me. I'm old. Even older than you. We'd have never made it this far without the site. We need...
The site isn't worth killing yourself.
It's my decision, kid, not yours. Now lay off.
Mama Murphy.
You're tied to this place, kid.
Okay.
I used to live here.
But the site can help.
No.
Oh, not this again. We'd have never...
I told you no. Going on.
Easy there, kid. You win. Oh, my...
So that was clean. I actually got 3 like points from that interaction, because I got a like point for first just telling her she needed to stop doing the chems. Then I got a like point for attempting to persuade her. I failed the persuasion attempt, but then I got another like point when I ended up just threatening her to get rid of the chems that way. Another good way to get a like point is going to be to give Sheffield the Nuka-Cola down in Diamond City. I'll have to see. I have a Nuka Cherry in my inventory. I don't know if that counts as one, but I guess we'll find out. Sheffield can typically be found right here.
Sheffield.
So thirsty. Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola.
Okay. So it doesn't count. So, See, that's a regular one, but I don't want to steal it. Let's see if the Brobroth twins sell it at all. Obviously, you've seen the other like points and stuff that I've obtained for him in the previous videos of the Let's Play.
Good to see returning customers. Most die. You let me know if you need a drink.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Music.
Sure.
Perfect. So he has 1 Nuka-Cola. So we'll just buy it. Alright, now just come back over here to Sheffield. Give him the Nuka-Cola.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Here are my slippers after this shift.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Really? You mean it?
That's right.
Okay, I'll I'll do it.
Now Sheffield's gonna come work for me on Sanctuary. I wanted to see if it would give you a like point. I already knew you could do it. I just didn't remember whether or not it gave me a like point or not.
Hey, man. Got a lot of chems you.
Looking for a job.
Yeah, I got something. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh.
Mutated fern.
Cool.
Okay. Now we got that. Now we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to go to, what's it called? We're going to go to Goodneighbor. This is where you can find another one of the followers of the game. This is where you can find Hancock. We're not going to recruit Hancock or anything like that, but what's the word? But we are going to kind of go there and play around a little bit and see what we can do, and see if there should be some dialogues and stuff like that we can do while we're in there. Okay, so easiest way to find Goodneighbor is you just want to basically fast travel to a part of Diamond City. I believe Goodneighbor is like, I don't know why the hell it took me all over there. I think it's like over here. It still registered me as me hovering over Park Street Station. It's like over there, I think. Once you start to head that way. The issue with Goodneighbor is you don't see any map indications for it until you're actually in Goodneighbor. You'll start to see signs for it, and that's how you know you're close. Okay. Well. Alright. Well, that's done with. Come on, Codsworth. We're not going to fight everyone. I'm trying to find Goodneighbor. Okay, never mind. I know exactly where it is. Ignore the gunners that are here. It's right here. So the signs. And like I said, you're not going to get a fast travel location until you actually walk into Goodneighbor. I like Goodneighbor personally, just more shops and stuff that you can sell stuff at, but there's also a bunch of dialogue options that you can exhaust here, one being with Daisy, the other ghoul lady that runs Daisy's discounts.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Goodneighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
What was that? I couldn't hear over the sound of all that pathetic.
Well, I got a dislike for Codsworth. That's unfortunate. We're gonna reload it because I don't want a dislike point.
Hey, hold up there. First time in Goodneighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Insurance? I'm listening.
That's right. Insurance. Personal protection, like. You hand over everything you got in their pockets, or accidents start happening to you. Big, bloody accidents.
Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest. You lay off that extortion crap.
What do you care? He ain't one of us.
No love for your mayor, Finn. I said let him go.
Soft Hancock. You keep letting outsiders walk all over us. One day, there'll be a new man.
Come on, man. This is me we're talking about. Let me tell you something. Why'd you have to go and say that, huh? Breaking my heart over
fine. Thanks for taking care of it.
Good. Now don't let this incident take your view of our little community. Good neighbors of the people, for the people. You feel me? Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, I feel you.
Good. You stay cool, and you'll be part of the neighborhood. So long as you...
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, now that that's done with, I'm gonna head over to Daisy's Discounts.
Oh, new face walks into my store, and you're not even screaming yet. Very polite. You let me know if anything catches your fancy.
Did you say something about people screaming at you?
That's right. Some newcomers have never seen a ghoul before. Can't handle a friendly face, I say. So you need some supplies?
Ghoul? What's a ghoul?
You're looking at one, sweetheart. Didn't have any shelter to go to in Longville. Radiation's kind of the ultimate makeover. Done wonders for my skin. I look pretty good for being 220 years old. Now you
So when I keep going through all these dialogues,
Wait, you're 220?
because this will allow you to kind of reminisce with her about the fact that you're both over 200 years old because you were frozen, she's a ghoul.
But don't go blabbing that to everyone. Being a ghoul means you live a long time. You stop counting birthdays. Do you know what it's like being that old?
Actually, I do.
Well, now you just me. So let's hear it. Come on.
Uh-huh. I had a beautiful house, white picket fence, and a lawn with the greenest grass you'd ever seen. It was peaceful.
It was, wasn't it? Sorry.
So you get a liked point for that.
See is an old lady tearing up. Well, you're either the most well-preserved ghoul I've ever seen, or you're the second best bullshitter and good neighbor. Ah!
It's the truth. All of it.
You know, if you haven't already, you should check out the Hotel Rexford. There's another pre-war ghoul hanging around there. Well, we should get back to business. What are you picking up?
Obviously, you don't have to actually buy anything from her. Another good way to get another good like point off of her, or like point for Codsworth. You want to come all the way over here. You're going to want to come over to Hotel Rexford. Now, there's a pretty decent amount of people that don't know that this interaction's here. If you guys remember the Vault Tech rep that tried to sell you your place in the vault in the first place in the game, well, he's still alive in the game, and you can actually find him up at the top floor of the Hotel Rexford. So as soon as you go up all the steps, you're going to see the long hallway. You're going to think nothing of it, but as you walk up to this door that's lit, his door will open, and there he is.
It's you. From Sanctuary Hills, right?
Yeah, I'm from Sanctuary.
What? You don't remember me? I sold you that space in the vault. But then I wasn't on the list to get in. But you, look at you. 200 years, and you're still perfect.
The vault had these pods that froze us in place.
He basically reveals that he didn't know what was going on in the vault. The Vault Tech reps never really get informed on like what crazy experiments go on inside the vaults.
I have to get to the future the hard way. Living through the filth, the decay, and the bloodshed. Look at me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know this would happen.
You know. Oh, God.
Hey, you know,
And you can convince him, if you convince him successfully to come to Sanctuary, you get a bunch of like points for just convincing him to go there, which is another cool thing that you can do once he's at Sanctuary, is that once you get into your charisma skill a lot and you start getting the bonuses to start building shops inside of your city, which I will show you now. If you go to your charisma stat later on here down, I think it's local leader. Yes, you can build stores and workstations at your settlements. So after you get that perk, you can build shops. So if you build a general goods store, I'd prefer spending the most amount of money basically in building the best shop. You can assign him to work there, and he'll sell like legendary items because he's considered to be like a level 3 salesman or like general shop person. So he's a really good person to assign there.
I just clean up around.
I'm not going to reload because I don't want to go through all those options. Well, now you know, do not try to help Fred Allen. I'm looking for the other guy.
What it used to be, and it ain't used to be much.
Rufus, I think his name is. The black dude. What's up, dude?
Look, I know it's an open door, but it's like a philosophical. Okay, get the hell out.
Okay, well, there's another guy in here. I think his name's Rufus. He's another good person to talk to. You get another like point for accepting his quest to go get the to basically go get the drinking buddy. So obviously you're pretty much done with the Hotel Rexford. You're now going to come over to the Memory Den. And we're not going to go to the Memory Den for what you might think we are. We're actually going to come to the Memory Den because we're going to talk to a guy named Kent Connolly. So when you walk in, you're going to get her around this area here. Instead of going forward and talking to her, also fun fact, there's Deacon inside the pod. Deacon follows you throughout the game until you actually meet the railroad. There's Deacon inside that pod. You can basically tell just by looking at him. Like looking at his face, his design perfectly basically mimics Deacon. Anyway, once you walk in, you're going to see the Silver Shroud thing here. You're going to want to walk into this door.
Oh, you're not Irma.
And I'll talk to this guy here.
Goodneighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just got to escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud?
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr.
Uh-huh. Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found him in an iceberg off the harbor. Boy, if you just
Off
woke
the
up,
harbor.
the world these days must...
It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City.
Boom, you get another like point.
We got a ways to go. I got a question for you. What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his blood? I got a plan to bring him to life.
Good on you for trying to make...
Agreed. It's a quality few have in the common.
Boom, you get another like point. His quest is one of the easiest ones because you're basically just become a superhero. So like you're doing good things from start to finish.
I still need the most important piece. And they actually got one here.
I'll get the costume for you.
You're gonna do this? For real? Before the bombs fell, they were filming the Silver Shroud pilot over at Hubris Comics. So that's where you'll find it. You're the best.
Perfect. There's 2 like points for you. We're not actually going to do the Silver Shroud quest. I could, if you guys want, I can make like a part 2 to this and like basically continue. I kind of want to see where it goes because I might be able to maximize his affinity in this video. There's another quest thing that we're going to basically start over at, it's going to be back at Diamond City. We're going to remove the old marker. So you're going to go back to Diamond City Market. Okay. Now when you're back at Diamond City Market, you're actually going to want to go up these stairs here. Not like you're not going to go to the elevator, but you're going to take an immediate left here. Now when you take a left, so these are like where this is basically the rich part of Diamond City. This is where all the rich people are. Ignore all those rich people. Ignore all that. You're just going to walk into the Colonial Tap House. This is the bar here.
Come on, Darcy. Let's go. Take it easy. I don't think she wants to...
He is who you want to talk to, Paul Pembroke.
Why don't you mind your own damn business for once?
Oh, God, Paul, why do you always
always have to make a scene. Pour me another drink.
Damn it, Darcy, I just want you to come home.
I'll be home. Later.
Can't believe you do this to me, Cook.
Do what to you, Paul?
You smug bastard. You keep away from my wife, goddammit.
You'd better get out of here before you do something stupid.
You son of a bitch.
Don't hurt him, Henry.
Go on. Get out of here.
I'll be at home, Darcy, taking care of our son.
I think, yeah, you have to wait until he leaves the Colonial Tap House. You can talk to him once he gets out of the building. Don't worry about talking to Henry Cook. It's pointless. He's not the quest giver. The quest giver is Paul Pembroke. You can talk to him though. Just tell him, yeah, just tell him you're not interested. It'll disengage the conversation. You're going to want to go back out here. Talk to Paul Pembroke. Paul Pembroke will basically give you a quest where he wants you to help him with this situation between Marcy and Henry Cook. And then once you're outside, he... Damn, he got far in that short amount of time. Yeah, here he is.
Hey.
Hey, you there. I have a question for you.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You were in the tap house before, and...
You and the bartender got in a fight.
Nice of you to call it a fight, but we both know what really happened. Cook kicked my ass. I'm supposed to pretend I don't know he's sleeping with my wife, until he decides he's bored with her and she comes crawling back home to me.
Sounds like a tough situation.
You don't know the half of it. But I'm not gonna just sit here and let Cook steal my wife and destroy my family. I'm going to go back and talk to him, and I want you to come with me. You saw? He won't take me seriously otherwise. I don't want to have to really hurt him. I just want him to leave Darcy alone.
Okay, I'll help you.
Okay, good, good. I'm sure Cook will back down once he sees you're with me.
Let's go. You do the talking, I'll be the intimidating presence.
All right, come on.
So there's a bunch of like points you can get from just this beginning part of the quest, because obviously you can go back in here. We're gonna let him talk.
Yeah, I'll be there. I just have to close up.
We need to talk.
Jesus, Paul. What now?
It's time for you to shut up and listen, Cook.
What the hell is this? And what are you doing here? Don't tell me he's hired you to help lean on me.
That's right. You should listen to what Paul has to say.
You're making a mistake getting mixed up in this. Well, I'm listening, Paul. What do you have to say this time?
Just this. You leave Darcy alone.
Whoa.
Or else.
Chill, chill.
Very bad idea. You don't want to pull a gun on me unless you intend to use it.
But you think I won't use it? Huh? Do I just need to kill you? Is that what you're saying?
Paul, put the gun away. Nobody needs to get shot here.
Please, Mr. Pembroke. Once you embark down this
You'll actually get a love to that.
turning back.
Hey, hold on. I'm sure we can work this out.
Keep talking.
Oh, thank heavens.
Look, I'll stay away from Darcy from now on. It's over. You have my word on that.
Your word? What's your fucking word worth, huh?
I'll make it up to you.
The hell was that?
I know a way to get a lot of money right now. You and I both know the only reason Darcy comes up here. If you were flush again, everything would be different.
Well, what do you think?
Sounds like a win-win to me.
Damn right it is. Here's the deal. I have
Sure.
one of them is helping Nelson Latimer spend his dad's...
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna relieve Mr. Latimer of some of his money.
Holy shit, Cook. Does Malcolm know about this?
What do you think? No, of course. So where was I? Oh, yeah. Me and Nelson are supposed to be meeting some gentleman from Goodneighbor to... My plan is simple.
I don't know. An awful lot of unknowns.
Trust me, we can do this, no problem. The meeting's always... They'll never know what...
I'm in. Let's do this.
What do you say, Paul? Are we good?
Good? Hardly.
Okay.
Hey, Paul.
It's not too far. Come on.
Not sure. Everyone just leave. Guys. I was like, Jesus, did they lock me in here? Like, what the fuck? Like, it wouldn't let me out. Alright. So after that, you don't really have to do any more of those quests. They don't really offer a lot in terms of like points for Codsworth. So we already did the Abernathy farm where we got the what's it called? I'm blanking on it right now. The locket for her.
No.
So I'm probably going to end this one off here, just because there's not a whole lot more like points and stuff that I can get kind of in my current stage of the game. I hope you kind of found these guides useful. Another tip for you is just also farm the Minutemen quests. Like, do all the Minutemen quests you can. Like, I would even argue, like, rush them. Like, for example, like, we'll go here really quick and I'll show you. Every time that you go to a Minutemen settlement that Preston Garvey has sent to you, and don't worry, Preston has plenty of quests to basically give you. As most people know, it's kind of the meme of the game. But every time you go to a farm or a settlement or whatever, like a potential settlement that Preston Garvey gives you, and you accept the quest, you'll get 1 like point pretty much per quest. It's either going to be when you ask what's happening at the settlement, or once you agree, to actually help them out. So it's a guaranteed like point. The only ones you don't get like points for is the ones where you're just like taking point, like you're just clearing an area full of creatures for a new settlement. You only get them if you're going to like a farm or something, or helping the people that already live there.
Yes.
So in this case, if you ask them what's going on, I know this, so that is what you'll get. You'll get the Codsworth idolizes you at the very, very top. That is how you know. That is how you know that you get the final like point. And you'll basically just tell them yes, and then this is where you get the final dialogue option for them.
I've always had such admiration for you and your family, ever since the day my visual senses were first switched on. You and the missus, so good with young Sean, and so trusting of me to look after such a newborn bundle of joy. It just warms my nuclear core. So you can imagine the distress I felt when the bombs fell. After you fled to the vault, I searched but found no evidence of your death. I could only hope you all made it in time. And when you returned, I was overjoyed. I admit I ran a full diagnostic scan just to make sure I wasn't malfunctioning. But the news of the missus and Sean, believe me when I say it takes a true hero to live through that.
I'm no hero, Codsworth. Believe me.
Don't sell yourself short, sir. In such a bleak world as this, think of all you've witnessed and all you've done. In my 200 years, I've seen it tear good men and women apart. But you, sir, You have remained the very model of what humanity should aspire to be.
Thank you, Codsworth. That means a lot.
No thanks necessary, sir. I wouldn't hear of it. I truly believe if the Commonwealth is to turn itself around, you're the one to do it. Now, not another word. I stand firm in my belief. Let's get back to it.
So once you've reached the final affinity with any follower in the game, this little box will pop up telling you that you've reached the highest level of affinity with that follower, and then it'll tell you which perk you've gotten. These perks are permanent. So even if you piss Codsworth off later, I don't think they go away. I'm not 100% on that if you piss him off. Whether or not they'll go away, they shouldn't go away. Once you get the perk, you don't have to have the follower with you anymore to get that perk. Like, I can dismiss Codsworth right now and I will always have that perk on me. So it's good to stack perks. So what his perk does, if you go down to Robot Sympathy, I've received 10 damage resistance against robot energy weapons. So anytime a robot uses any sort of energy weapon against me, so whether it's a Protectron that uses the laser blast or anything of that nature, they'll deal 10 less damage. Like, or I have 10 points of damage resistance against them. So we're gonna switch followers now, and now you just go dismiss. I'll send him back to Sanctuary. Now that he's dismissed, I still have the perk. He's no longer with me. He might be at Diamond City or Sanctuary when I go there. I'm going to do Preston probably next. Just because I like Preston's perk is probably one of my favorites. It has to do with when you're fighting more than like 3 enemies at a time, which you do almost 24/7 playing this game. You get like increased damage. It's extremely useful. Now you basically just have to find Preston. You get Preston available as a follower after you've done the first Minutemen quest that he gives you. So, like, when you first move to Sanctuary, he's like, hey, I want to make you general, you're going to go do this quest for me, da-da-da-da-da, and then he becomes optional.
Here's where they are. Is there something you need?
Come with me. I need your help.
Sure thing, General. I think the folks here can manage on their own now. Thanks to you.
Preston in combat is a really good, like, follower. He uses a pretty nice laser musket as a main weapon. So once you pull out your gun, it'll cause him to pull out his laser musket, which has like a laser scope on it. It's very strong, and he does massive damage with it. But as always, if you guys like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will be making more Fallout videos here soon. If you guys want to see a guide on how to get Preston's like points up and affinity up, I'll be happy to post that and kind of give you a little bit more tips and tricks. It'd be a little bit easier with him because I'll basically be starting from scratch, aside from the couple like points that I got here and there, like while having Codsworth with me. You still get the like points if they're in the general area. But as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.